Welcome to Lunch with a Shark, Friday edition. I can't believe it's Friday already. And what a nice Friday here in San Diego, California. It's really sunny, it's warm, but not as hot as the last couple of days. We actually broken some heat records in San Diego County. So yesterday was a great Lunch with a Shark in Spanish with our Mexican office. We got great feedback, as well as an amazing workshop with the people from Driven Inc. School. And it was a very interesting topic that we actually decided to do today's Lunch with the Shark in regards to that. We all have gone to a doctor, right? I hope so. Either for a checkup or for a sickness or for something, but we've visited a doctor. If you're in the US, at least in the US, I know that if you have your insurance, you have to have insurance, HMOs will assign you a doctor. You don't have an option of selecting your doctor unless it's a very expensive insurance where you can pick and choose your doctor. If you're in Mexico, you can actually do a research. You can actually research the doctor that you want to go visit based on their education, based on who they know, based on who they've helped. You ask opinions about who would be the best doctor for you to cure your illnesses. Well, your business, it's an extension of yourself, okay? You own your business, okay? And we're not gonna get into the topic of whether you are a business owner or a business operator, that's something else, but you own a business. If you have a business, you own a business, and it's an extension of you because you spend most of your life in your business. Well, your business doctor, it's your accountant. And how do I know if I have the right accountant for me and for my business? Yesterday on the workshop, there was a lady who asked me a couple of questions in regard to her business, and I immediately went and asked her, who's your accountant? And she said, well, she's a family friend and she's been with us for over X number of years, and he has helped my dad, my family, and so forth. And I started asking her some questions, which ultimately made me believe that that accountant was not the right fit for her. Now, is your accountant the right fit for you? And mind you, it shouldn't be the right fit for you. It should be the right fit for your business and your business side of you. Okay? It's totally different because a mindset of a business owner, it's completely different as to a mindset of a gig operator. Okay? So we have to differentiate. Also, you need to be aware of what stages of your business you're in. So here's a couple of criterias that you need to follow, or this is our recommendation for you to follow, as to how would I hire or get my accountant. Now, let me stop here and let me tell you what's the difference between a bookkeeper and an accountant, okay? Because most people confuse them and they're not the same. They don't do the same things. Okay, one can do things of the other, but the other can't do things of the other. That sounds like a riddle, but let me explain. A bookkeeper, it's someone that data entries all your financial transactions. Okay, as you know, accounting, the definition is it's an art. Actually, accounting, it's an art, and it quantifies every single transaction in your business into money, dineros, hermano, dineros, okay? So every single transaction, regardless of whether it includes money or there's a transactions with money or not, everything needs to be quantified with dineros, okay? So that's what the bookkeeper does. he classifies, they do the data entry into any accounting system or software that your company has, and they keep accurate ledgers, books, okay, of your financial transactions. That's all they do, okay? Now, you're supposed to be doing this on a weekly basis, okay, to keep your financial data up and current. And let me also stop here. Forget about the freaking taxes in this stage. You can care less about the taxes, okay? If you want to grow your business, fuck taxes, period. Now, the accountant, it's going to come and take all the raw data from the bookkeeper work, reclassify it, analyze it, review it, and then input all the necessary adjustments to correct and or present good financial statements. Bookkeepers will not issue financial statements. If your bookkeeper is issuing financial statements, then we have a problem. An accountant should be issuing you financial statements, okay? Now, should I have an accountant inside my company or a bookkeeper? Well, you can have a data entry that knows bookkeeping in your company to keep good records of your books, ledgers, and hire an accountant, an external accountant, if you want good financial statements and you want to grow your business. Now, that's the differences between an accountant and a bookkeeper, okay? That's in overall. So how do you help, or these are the questions, as I said, or the guidelines that we suggest you ask, you follow, you research when you're hiring an accountant, okay? It's very easy to hire a bookkeeper, period. Simple, plain and simple. But one question that you need to ask your accountant or the person who is going to be helping you issue financial statements for internal purposes. How do you help add value to my business? An accountant will add value to your business only if they can present financial statements and dissect them for you. Okay? What do I mean? You as a business owner should only know what's a balance sheet, what's a profit and loss, what's a cash statement, and what's the statements of variation. Those are the four basic financial statements, okay? You should only know that they exist. Your accountant or controller or CFO should be the one that dissects the numbers in those reports. You, on the other hand, as the CEO, business owner, head of the company, should know which questions to ask. What is this number? Where does this number come from? What do I do with this number here? And your accountant should be able to answer those questions on the spot. Second question, are you willing to ask me tough questions? An accountant should be able to ask you those critical questions and should not be sugarcoating your financial data or information. Numbers are cold. 1 plus 1, generally, it's 2. 4 minus 2, generally, it's 2. Okay? Now, when it comes to tax purposes, 1 plus 1, how much do you want it to be? That's it. That's different. But numbers in your financial statements, so you can make financial decisions when it comes to your business, those numbers and those questions and those answers should be plain and simple and to the point. I do not go around the bushes and telling my clients, hey dude, you know what? I think you should probably know. You know what? You're doing this wrong and this is why it's going to happen. Period. An accountant should be able to tell you to the face. Period. 3. How often do you meet? We meet with our clients at least once a quarter. At least. How often would your accountant meet with you? If your accountant wants to meet with you once a year to present you your tax return, damn, run, because they're not going to help you grow your business. Okay? You might think that you know how to grow your business, but if you don't have a good set of books, a good set of financials, you are in huge trouble. Number 4, have they discussed and planned for your future? Whenever we're preparing financials and tax returns and planning for our clients' payroll, we always ask them questions towards the future. If they're single, do you plan to marry in the next couple of years? Do you plan to buy a house? Are you planning on having kids? Okay? Do you plan to buy a business? Do you plan to buy a building? Do you plan to do this? Do you plan to do that? Blah, 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 blah. We have like 30 questions for the future that we ask. Based on that, we can help them strategize and create a blueprint, which is called a budget and cash flow projection, okay? So they can achieve those goals. Mind you, we do not act as accountants or bookkeepers for most of our clients. We act on their behalf as their external CFOs. That's completely different, okay? Number 5. Are they right for me and my business? You know what? When it comes to hiring an accountant, accountants will have very, very, very confidential information from you. An accountant, and I've been told this, we act as your financial priests. I'm very grateful because I have the trust from my clients, and they spill their guts with us when it comes to numbers, when it comes to their finances, when it comes to their money. Okay? If you cannot do that with your current accountant, you're screwed. Period. You're screwed. Your accountant should be your spiritual guidance on your money. Not a financial planner. Your spiritual guide when it comes to your growth in business and monies. Okay? So trust your gut. Trust not their referrals, because we're probably going to give you our best referrals, and hey, the clients that we love and the clients that love us, those are going to be the referrals. But if you're like us, like we will provide you even previous clients that left on not so good terms, but they come around and they said, fuck, we miss them. And we've had multiples of those, multiple clients like that. So I hope this helps you understand what an accountant does. Why do you need an accountant, not just a bookkeeper? And why do you need to meet them several times? Like, how does your accountant add value? Are they willing to ask you tough questions and tell you, no, you're fucking it up? Are they willing to meet with you often? Are they willing to take your phone calls, answer your emails pretty much like in the next 72, 48 hours or whatever? Discuss plans for the future? And are they right for you? But mostly, are they right for your business? I'm going to end this lunch with a shark today with a quote. And before I end lunch with a shark today, I want to wish every single mother in the world happy Mother's Day. Mom, happy Mother's Day. And to every mother that I know, every mother that is our client, their moms, their grandmas, their aunts, everybody, happy Mother's Day. Okay? So I'm going to end up today's lunch with the shark with this quote from Robert Kiyosaki. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Okay? The word accounting comes from accountability. If you're going to be rich, you need to be accountable for your money. Have a great weekend. Enjoy your mothers. If you still have them here, you can't hug them, send them a kiss. But if they're up in heaven or wherever you think they are, just think about them. They're here with you. Happy Mother's Day and have a great weekend.